Let's go to the phone lines. We've been talking about captaincy. Scotty's a West Ham fan. Hello, Scotty.
Good evening, Andy. Good evening, Darren. You all right?
Would you worry about having a cup of tea at 10 o'clock at night, Scott?
I don't drink tea.
Oh. Would you worry about having a cup of coffee at 10 o'clock at night?
Absolutely not. But what I will say is, espresso martinis, I was drinking those the other week. I wondered why I was still awake at 3 o'clock in the morning. They are strong things.
Yeah, you were still out.
Scott, I went out a couple of weeks ago. I was up at 6 a.m. for golf, had 6 espresso martinis the evening, and at 3 a.m. I was lying in bed wide awake thinking, why am I not asleep?
No, because you were excited about the golf. God, that happens. That happens. If you know you have to get up in the morning.
I'm not 9.
I can wake up now without an alarm clock.
Believe me, it was these 6 espresso martinis that did that, not the excitement of playing golf. Go on, Scotty, by the way, why don't you drink tea? What's wrong with you?
It's just not my favourite drink. I'm not. Yeah, it's all right. I'll have a cup of tea every now and then, mainly when I come back from holiday for some strange reason.
What? The plane lands, your key hits the lock, you open the door, and you put the kettle on?
I'll go and see my mum and she'll make me a cup of tea, yeah.
That's
we
nice.
toast. Yeah,
that's
perfect.
Nice. Everyone's mum does make the perfect cup of tea. Go on then, Scotty, you're a West Ham fan.
I am indeed. Very happy West Ham fan. Not as happy as I was 24 hours ago before Tottenham got Conte, because that's a little bit worrying for me.
Well, you got Moyes. What's up with you?
We have got Moyes. I do think that we've got a better team. I think they've got some outstanding players, Spurs anyway. But with regards to the captaincy kind of thing, we've said before, Declan Rice for me should be England captain. I agree with your producer who said that, because I think there's a lot more to than just spinning a coin. I know obviously, Darren, in cricket you've got to decide whether it be silly off. I don't really know what any of the terms are.
I'm twisting it a little bit, right? I'm just going to probably a little bit too far with it. I know a captain does more than that in any sporting team, but realistically, I don't think there'd be any difference from Declan Rice captain England than to Harry Kane captain in England at this moment in time.
I think if you've got a good manager, I don't think you can just be a great captain and win titles. If you've got, put it this way, West Ham got relegated with Scott Parker, who I would sit there and say is one of the best captains West Ham have ever had.
Yeah, there you go. He didn't make any difference, did he?
No, but we had Avram Grant as the manager, who was absolutely woeful, right? He did try his very best. I mean, we were 3-0 down at West Brom. And Cole raves about it, sits there and says he's never heard anyone sit there, not one captain, sit there and give the kind of speech that Scott Parker gave. We came out, we ended up, I think, drawing 3 or maybe winning the game. And it's that kind of difference that a captain can make for me. And I think if you look at someone like Mark Noble at West Ham, for example, I know he's a West Ham boy anyway, but Jesse Lingard turned around and said, like, coming into that team, he doesn't think he would have, hit the ground as running as he did if it weren't for someone like Mark Noble who actually ingrained West Ham into him and let him know what it meant to the fans and to everyone that was at the club. So I think there's elements to being a good captain, and it has to be delivered with a good manager.
Scott, we had Jack Wilshere in the studio on Thursday. He's back with us next Thursday. He was talking off air actually about Noble, saying just what a great leader he was when he was in the dressing room. So you're spot on with that. Yeah,
and I think when you look at Declan, right, he's 22 years old. I mean, the captain's armband does mean to people within football, does mean things to football players and within the football circles. And if you've got, 10 outfield players on the pitch who don't respect that young man, then they're not going to listen to him when he's barking orders and sitting there having a go at them, So, anyway, I think Declan Rice, future England captain, and he is the player that will lead West Ham into 4th place this year.
Okay. Scott, what a great call.
Well, it wouldn't surprise me, but I think that's the team. Because if Rice didn't play, Noble as captain, and he's done a good job for West Ham over the years. He's loyal, the fans love him, he knows how to lift the team around him, he knows how to lift his fans, and that's a big part of it within football. But on the caffeine thing, by the way, it depends on the tea.
Who's this from?
This is from Steve Mahan. He's I'm in a tea business with him, and matcha as well. I do matcha with him.
You do what?
So, matcha tea and all that sort of stuff.
You've got your finger in tea, have you?
Yeah, with this lad, Steve.
Have you ever brought any tea in?
No, but I'm sure he'll send you some if you want some. He'll be listening now. He listens every day. So it depends on the tea. Caffeine in green and black teas. Different teas have different quantities of caffeine. Right. So, I'm sure he'll send you some. He'll probably reply to us any minute now. Okay. Depends what you want. What sort of... Do you want fruit teas? Do you want different flavoured teas?
Can I just say that if anyone from Yorkshire Tea is listening, I'm your man. That can't be beaten.
And by the way, I've got to go this. Lee Dixon's been texting non-stop. And he said, back in our days, especially, he said the senior players and the captain did make a lot of decisions in game. I says, I agree back then, but surely not now. Guardiola, Mourinho, Conte, Klopp. And he went, Ferguson, Dalglish, Wenger, Venables, your point. Yeah. And I just agree with him totally. Yeah. He's got a good point. Yeah. I ain't got no way to go back on that.
Yeah. Dixon, if you're listening, don't text Coffee 0871 722 3344 like everyone else. This is Drive on talkSPORT.